In today's episode of Timbuktu Tales, we highlight the heritage of three Amazigh tribes: the Aït Atta, the Shilha, and the Tuaregs. In our last episode, we covered the story of the Atlas Mountains. This story cannot be complete without speaking of the people who call the Atlas Mountains and its environs home. The Amazigh peoples live on and around this long mountain range that stretches across 2,500 kilometers in North Africa. So sit back and relax as we highlight three Amazigh tribes, tracing their respective histories, ways of life, and other legendary tales.
Like the different characters of the rivers that emanate from it, the Atlas Mountains is not one continuous wall. It is a tapestry of distinct peaks and valleys, each telling its own story. No story of the Atlas Mountains is complete without its people. The Amazigh, also known as the Berbers, are the people who call these mountains home. Their connection to the mountains spans millennia. In many Berber dialects, Adra or Adras means mountain. Over time, this may have evolved into Atlas. The general name for the area where the Atlas Mountains curve through is the Maghreb. The Amazigh people have vast populations as far south as the Sahel and into the Maghreb across Tunisia, Morocco, and Algeria, around which the mountain curves. The Amazigh people have lived here, next to and on the Atlas Mountains, for over hundreds of years. Their unique traditions are woven into the mountains. Their villages cling to cliffs, their terraced fields defying gravity. A people of many diverse and rich cultures, each Amazigh tribe contains a distinct identity, just like the sub-ranges of the Atlas. One group is the Aït Atta, fierce nomadic warriors from southern Morocco in places such as Djebel Sahrho, whose brown brick houses stand out in great beauty. They trace their lineage to 40 sons of a mythical great ancestor, Dada Atta, meaning grandfather Atta. Others say they descend from Goliath, the giant of biblical fame. Before the advent of modern countries, the Aït Atta ruled the peaks of the Atlas Mountains. They are fierce warriors, known to protect their lands from any foreign aggression, with their women known to wear heavy and spiked metal bracelets, tools of both beauty and defense. In case of raids, the women would use these bracelets to fight off enemies. Another prominent Amazigh group is the Shilha people. These are both farmers and herders, and masters of irrigation. On top of keeping goats and sheep, among other livestock, the Shilha cultivate terraced fields and valleys using an array of hardy crops adapted to their environment. They grow barley, wheat, lentils, chickpeas, broad beans, onions, garlic, carrots and turnips, as well as fruit and nut trees like olives, almonds, figs, dates, and carob. Beyond these crops that nourish the people of the Atlas, the Shilha also grow forage crops like alfalfa to support their livestock. To sustain agriculture in this dry environment, the Shilha developed advanced water management systems. They are experts at tapping water from the rivers that rise high in the mountains and channeling it down into their farmlands through surface canals and innovative underground ones called kataras. A katara consists of a gently sloping subterranean tunnel protecting the water from the hot sun of this region. Vertical shafts are dug at regular intervals for maintenance and ventilation. These systems, built communal called tuaiza using simple tools, are engineering feats that enabled year-round irrigation in a harsh climate, centuries before the advent of modern pumping and irrigation systems. Then, there are the Tuaregs, famously known as the Blue Men of the Sahara for their indigo veils. One of the most visually distinctive aspects of Tuareg identity is their indigo-dyed clothing, particularly the veil or tagelmust worn by men. Uniquely, for the Tuaregs, men veil their faces while women do not, opposite to many neighboring cultures. Traditionally, the Tuareg are pastoral nomads who relied heavily on camel and goat herding, seasonal migration, and the trans-Saharan trade. They were once the primary facilitators of trade across the desert, transporting salt, gold, dates, and other goods between West African cities and North Africa. Traveling on long distances using camels across the Sahara, their blue veils protect them from both a fiery sun and harsh dust storms. Camels remain central to their culture and economy. Tuareg society also practices limited oasis agriculture, growing millet, sorghum, dates and vegetables in places where groundwater or rain permits. Tuareg musicians have also emerged as a major cultural force with their unique style of desert blues, played by bands such as Tinariwen and Finatawa, that is known for its enchanting, often fast-paced electric guitar riffs. This widely celebrated music blends the old with the new, bringing ancient Amazigh sounds into the modern age, reverberating far, far beyond their sources, deep in the Sahara Desert and high up the Atlas Mountains. Each Amazigh community reflects a different facet of the mountains, resilient, enduring, ever adaptable. Each Amazigh group carries a distinct identity. From the warrior Aït Atta of Djebel Sahrho, whose spiked bracelets and oral legends speak of ancestral strength, to the Shilha farmers and herders who transformed rugged valleys into fertile terraces fed by ingenious irrigation systems like the Katara, to the Tuareg, blue men of the Sahara, who roam the desert on camels, veiled in indigo and carrying forward a legacy of trade, poetry, and music that resonates across continents. Together, they form the living heartbeat of the Atlas. So next time you gaze upon a map of North Africa, remember, these are not just mountains, they are legends carved in stone.
Thanks for watching yet another episode of Timbuktu Tales. Like, share and subscribe to watch more of such amazing tales from Africa. Are there any stories you would like us to work on? Feel free to share your ideas in the comments section below. And hey, don't forget to hit that notification bell to always get updates.